When we look at tonight, this could come down to the back.
Here we go.
Court. They're both very talented.
Yeah, BA, you know I love great guard play. And of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. 2 on the clock. And it's Brooks missing. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Westbrook outside. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
Outside Moran. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Adams. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
Now here's Covington. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. Out to Leonard. Up and over Brooks. And that one's long.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Jackson outside. Brooks outside. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Leonard. Now George. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Memphis trailing here. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
He was all alone on that one. Morant's got 5.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. They get the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
On the wing, Brooks. And stolen by Covington. It's George on the wing. And he banks in the layup. He's got 5.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Westbrook against Morant. 1 minute left to play in the first. George with a steal. Zubac with it. Jackson in his pocket. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
And it's Westbrook off the drive.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
A skilled shooter like Desmond Bain also loves playing inside.
Here's Westbrook. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. Back to Bain. Outside Morant. Over Westbrook.
Love seeing the hustle from Russell Westbrook, especially on the defensive end.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers on top, up 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at point guard. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Jackson with a screen on Westbrook. Morant against Westbrook. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him.
What an athlete this guy is. Ja Morant is talented at staying in control.
The drive by Westbrook. Outside Covington. To the inside. Here's George. Out to Covington. Back to George. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. From deep. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to George. And a nice finish on the layup. George has got 7 points in the game.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Westbrook against Morant. Brooks outside. Bain against George. 3-pointer. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Both teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And George with the jam. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Jackson with a screen on George. From deep, Payne. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. Well, Smitty with Morant. His ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Pass to Jackson. George against Morant. Back to Jackson. And here's Adams. 5 on the clock. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to be on even to Zubats. And the free throw, no good.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Outside Payne. Pass to Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George passes to Covington. Back to George. Covington, a screen on Payne. To the paint. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Desmond Bain.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today.
Payne finds Jackson. Back to Payne. George with a steal. Outside Covington. Westbrook outside. 1 second left. And then Westbrook slams it in.
I'm amazed at the level of creativity by Russell Westbrook. His dunks are special. He's an outstanding athlete.
Appreciate it, Allie. And
26. The Grizzlies. 18.
And if you just join it in, 1/2 is in the books. 1/2 to go. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with Luke Kennard. Brandon Clark out there with John Conchar. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Jones, his shot is good.
This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Plumlee pulls down the board.
This is the shot you want. Right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Gordon on the take. Takes the 3. Second shot opportunity. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Outside Jones. Pass to Kennard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Memphis needs to get off a shot. Just 2 to shoot. Clark. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Powell outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris outside. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Foul Clippers. Bones Highlight. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Jones. Up and in on the layup. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Pass to Aldama.
2 minutes remaining.
Kennard against Gordon. The three. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clark. Up and over Gordon. Clark, no good.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And the basket by Plumlee.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Inside. Here's Aldama. Up top, Kennard. Defended by Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Kennard can't get it to go. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 grand. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Gordon outside. Morris sets a screen. Gordon attacking. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for LA.
And he knocks down the first one. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Let me hear you get loud. Fans, please give a round of applause.
27 seconds left in the third quarter.
Dance team. What a show.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Releases. Here's Westbrook. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive. Rising up with ease and throwing it down.
With the score, your Clippers, Houston team.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the Grizzlies shooting 41% in this game. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the one spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
You gotta bring more than that to stop Steven Adams, using that strength to fight through contact.
George against Bain. Leonard passes to George. That shot missing. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. Westbrook left side. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Morant against Westbrook. George outside. The three is up. They get it back. Pass to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Now here's George. Tries again. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Left side, Morant. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. George against Bain. George, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Leonard outside. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Come on, B.A. He sure can ride.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. The drive by Bain. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The range on Desmond Bain's stroke opens up a lot of driving avenues.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
From deep, Morant. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Bain with it. Guarded now by George. Bain, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
George with the bucket.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Clippers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Paul George.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 16.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Basketball.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
very interesting matchup tonight. Plenty of guys, Doris, on the floor who play, as you like to say, the right way.
Right, Kevin. Experience always broadens your perspective. They understand what goes into winning, and they understand that good habits are built on a nightly basis. They want to make good decisions. These are fundamentally sound groups.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Booker. Durant kicks to Booker. Back to Durant. Launches it. 5 on the clock. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. To the inside. Leonard with the screen on KD. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Covington.
Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's George. Following the basket by Chris Paul. George finds Covington. Now, here's Zubac. He's covered by Ayton. Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Durant, here we go.
It is unfair that a 7-footer can be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
Westbrook passes to George. He feeds it to Leonard. That ball, nice feed that time from George.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Paul kicks to KD. Takes it inside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George passes to Covington. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
George against Booker. And George kicks to Leonard. Driving inside. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Booker. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Booker with it. Leonard picks him up. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, this is an art Chris Paul mastered a long time ago, scoring in the paint against the tightest defense.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Up top, Durant, defended by Covington. Ayton dishes to Durant. Paul passes to Ayton. Durant against Covington. Fades back. It's hauled in by Zubac. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Here's George. The Suns getting the bucket. Left side, Leonard. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Booker with no one around. Good on the triple.
3 points.
Booker's got 5 now.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Zubats with the screen for Covington. Passes it to George. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Some solid defense from Ayton.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Suns shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
There seems to me to be a quiet toughness to Kevin Durant. This is a guy who makes his own decisions, shuts out the noise, and is willing to embrace change.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Suns lead by 2. We've got...
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team. Here we go, fans.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And George kicks to Zubats. Zubats a screen on Paul. Westbrook finds Zubats. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Ayton.
Well, superb awareness from Russell Westbrook. Understands where the gaps in the defense, almost impossible to check in the pick and roll.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And they pick up 2. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
What a hoop by Paul George. The versatility to get inside and score it.
Here's Ayton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And they double up Paul. Ayton inside. Working on Zubats. Durant finds Ayton. On the wing, Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Paul can't get it to go. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. In the corner, George with it. Covington setting the pick for George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
The pass to Booker. Here's Ayton. Out to KD. Booker looking around. Pass to Ayton. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Okogie inside the 3-point line. And the shot is long.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's George, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Count that one. KD's got 7 points.
I think what takes people by surprise is how well Kevin Durant moves at his size. Just so good coming off the screen.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Okogie for 3, drops in the tray. Okogie's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Covington passes to Westbrook. George with the screen on Paul. Westbrook finds George. Off target with his 3. The Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Paul. Stolen by George. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, the length of Paul George, creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Paul. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Booker dishes to Paul. Back to Booker. Paul with the ball. Now Covington defending. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Booker outside. He kicks the ball. Just 5 on the clock. KD, that's for 2. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard attacking. Crossed up the D perfectly. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
Well, a multiple-time winner of Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard understands I've got my offensive game in rhythm. Let me go to work.
Outside, KD. Booker outside. Shoots the 3. The shot comes out, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers ahead. They lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Marcus Morris is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point guard. Biyombo, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 6. Gordon with no one around drains the three-pointer. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. An intentional foul. Replay review. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Here's Paul. Durant, the pass to Booker. Caption coming off the assist from KD.
Three-pointer.
KD's got 3 assists in the game.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the shot is good.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
And George kicks to Leonard. Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures. You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Okogie. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Pocket 6. Plumlee with the steal. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Durant. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone.
Well, that's one way to go from defense to offense. KD capable of doing it all by himself.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Durant.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. And George now top of the key. In the corner is Westbrook. And 3 off the mark. Suns trail by 5. Booker with it. George picks him up. Out to the right wing. Covington with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break by himself. And it's George finishing it off.
That's a play that's all about positioning. And Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
Plumlee against Paul. Booker outside. Inside. Ayton. Out to KD. Latrey buries it from 3-point range. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now the tremendous shooting talent that is Kevin Durant. He makes threes look effortless.
Here's Westbrook. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
So timeout call here. The first for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee.
Time for t-shirts. Come on now.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And the Clippers call time here.
Let's have some applause for your Clippers Spirit Dance. Who out there wants a free t-shirt? One more time for your Clippers Spirit Dance team.
Los Angeles has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. George with the screen on Paul. Westbrook finds George. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Leonard's got 17.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Okogie. 6 to shoot. With 3, Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard the pass to George. Here he goes. The Clippers rebound. Outside Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 6.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pick. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slots. Paul kicks to Ayton. With 3, Booker, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
It has not mattered one bit what the defense has sent to Devin Booker tonight. He is cooking.
And stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Paul's running. KD on the wing. Defended by Covington. Ayton finds KD.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. From deep. Covington's shot is off. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. To the left wing. Okogie, the pass to Durant. He dishes it to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats the Zubac.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Here's Westbrook. Banked in off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Paul kicks to Booker. Durant in the corner. There's the pass to Ayton. Booker against George. To tie it up. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Covington. Durant with the steal. Paul with the ball. George picks him up. Paul passes to KD. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton at the elbow. Down low. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Chris Paul.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Here's George.
Nice work to get it inside. And
folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Durant with a wide open look. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game. And stolen by Booker. And finished off by Keating.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Covington kicks to Leonard. Shot to stop the run. Here's Zubac. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Pass to Okogie. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 5. 1:12 left in the fourth. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Suns leading by 5. Booker is screen on Westbrook. Paul dishes to Ayton. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail.
The previous play is under
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
And he's able to get it back. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. Here's the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And George gets it to go.
I always feel like when Paul George rises and fires from 3, he believes it's going down. Great confidence behind that 3-point shot.
And here is Paul. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know,
offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. And here's Morant outside. Can't hit that one.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside Durant. Back to Paul. 18 feet out. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Pass to Okogie. Fires the 3, and that's good. Kevin Durant for 3.
Well, with that high release and that length, when KD takes a 3, if you're the defender, you're pretty much just hoping he misses.
Outside Morant, looking to end the run. Phoenix grabs the miss.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Jackson against Paul. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
For 3, Booker. Ayton finds Durant. Back to Ayton. The shake. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, the size of Steven Adams is one thing, but persistence is another.
Here's Durant. Good work defensively by Brooks.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does. And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Chris Paul, first personal foul, 13 foul.
And that one misses. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Now here's Durant. Down low. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
Josh Okogie, his third personal foul, 14.
And Bain, no good on that one.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Desmond Bain, shooting 1.
Memphis trailing here. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside for Morant. With the drive, and they'll get another chance. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
He's off on the second.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Stolen by Ayton to the middle. Here's Durant. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Durant's got 5.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Adams, shot's good. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Durant for 3. He drops it from range. Give him 8.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
The three from Bain. Memphis to rebound. Outside for Morant. Morant drawing the double team. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bain. 5 to shoot. And the three-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ball passes to Aiden. And stolen by Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Outside Durant. Shoots over Jackson. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Aiden finds Booker. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Ball against Morant. And he drives in. Morant with the slam!
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Here's Paul. And that's not going to go. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Grizzlies out. Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
The kick out to Paul. Right side Durant. Drives to the hoop, and Durant with the big finish.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Durant, pass to Bain. Lets the 3 fly. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Bain for 3. Adams a screen. Bain finds Brooks. They get it again. Outside for Morant. Another shot. Paul knocks it away.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Making sure of it with the 2-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going on.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
From deep, Morant. Durant pulls it in. The Suns leading. Outside for Booker. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Durant. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Durant finds Ayton. Phoenix calls timeout.
Make some noise. Hit some noise. Grizzlies. One more time. Go. Grizzlies.
Minute 32 left in the first half. Shot clock at 2. Durant. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Adams. From deep, Bain. Adams, the pass to Bain. Three-pointer. Adams. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant against Brooks. Back to Durant. Stolen by Jackson. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Outside Durant. The 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 8 assists in the game.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Pass to Adams. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Up top, Ayton. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix.
32. Hey, let's hear it for the double OT.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
They've got John Conchar. Xavier Tillman is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Tyus Jones, and it's Aldama in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Here's Baisley. Outside Ross. And that one is hammered home.
That's a smart pass as TJ Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Jones from outside. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix will come the other way. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
Pass to Conchar. Here's Aldama. It's stolen by Warren. Here's Ross. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Tillman. Back to Conchar. And Biyombo with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Jones against Ross. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter for three. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Warren. And here's Biyombo.
Memphis foul. Xavier first personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Ross with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Clock at 6. Back to Ross. Lets it fly. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Clark with a screen on Ross. Jones from outside. Here's Aldama. He's covered by Warren. Pass to Tillman.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
On the wing, Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Ross. Biyombo with it. Back to Ross. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. And the Suns lead by 12.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
From downtown, and the Suns get another 3.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Pass to Baisley. Here's Lee. Back to Baisley. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Baisley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Good to see Baisley step up and knock down the 3 ball.
To the inside. Here's Clark. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now here's Ross. He's got 10. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Down low. The three ball. Another three for Phoenix.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Still feel like Baisley, that switchability and athleticism, he could be a...
And so it's Phoenix feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at center. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Ayton passes to Durant. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bane against Booker. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Crosses over, and the dunk by Jackson.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Moran against Paul. Pass to Okogie. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now Booker, guarded by Bane. Fades and shoots. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Moran against Paul. Outside Morant. From outside the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Outside Paul. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Ayton. Outside for Booker. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Pass to Ayton. And he drains the turnaround J. And the Suns lead by 19.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
And then Morant with the dunk. Hey, look at this, guys. It was like once he was in the air, he was staying in the air. It was just incredible. What hang time.
Outside Booker. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Paul against Morant. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And stolen by Booker.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Outside Paul. Booker against Bain. The outside leaner. The kick to Durant. Jackson against Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The fadeaway. The rebound by Jackson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
With the tip, controls the rebound and the putback.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so here's Phoenix. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls for him.
And Devin Booker's impact on the game stretching far beyond just his elite ability to put the ball in the hole.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
Timeout.
They trail by 17. 5 ticks left to play in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
You can't run the alley-oop from much further out than that.
That was absolutely crazy. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road.
And the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Payne. Adams, the pass to Bain. Out to Morant. From the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room and take a shot.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Morant outside. Adams finds Jackson. Gets an open look and hits.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Outside Westbrook. That's good for George on the assist by Westbrook. George has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Morant.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive will.
And here's Leonard. Following John Morant's 3. Leonard kicks to Covington. Back to Leonard. Outside Westbrook. The pass to Zubac. They get the rebound. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Zubac the pass to George. Back to Zubac. Nice move. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Bain passes to Jackson. The 3 from Morant. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. Adams outside. Adams with the screen on Westbrook. Payne for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clippers trail by 6.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Fires the three. On the wing, Bane. 4 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for it.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morant with it. Down.
Nice finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Westbrook. And Adams sends it back. Bane kicks to Morant. Feeds to Clark. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubats. Clippers trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oh, and there is George making a fantastic play. George has got 8 points.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Outside, Covington. Covington setting the pick for George. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. On a defensive effort, they...
On your defense.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And a wide open look for Bane. Hits the 3-point bomb. Bane's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Memphis.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Morant passes to Adams. And the rejection by Zubats. The deep 3 from George. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 11.
How about the quickness there from George, pulling up before the defense can get set. He also loved that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a great future. This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Clippers trail by 7. And he goes big with the top right over John Morant.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Morant against Westbrook. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Zubac. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Leonard with a screen on Bain. A nice shot by George.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Clark sets a screen for Morant. To the paint. And it's Clark with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Back to Westbrook. Nifty move. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the night.
What tenacity from Westbrook. Gets the ball inside.
Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Zubac. Here's Covington. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Yes, that goes in.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
13 foul.
Zubac, a screen on Bain. George passes to Zubac. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now just a 3-point Grizzly lead. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Kept alive. Morant outside. Lets it go with the 3. Lock at 6. Back to Clark. Shoots over Covington. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
The feed to George. Back to Leonard. Puts the move on.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Outside for Jackson. Passes to Morant. From deep. That shot off the mark. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George finds Zubac. George up top. Guarded by Bain. Back to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Covington passes to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Outside, Bain. And they'll get another chance. Adams dishes to Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. No good. Shot missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very negative for that interview.
The Grizzlies, 31. The Clippers, 30.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Brooks. Kennard is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Aldama at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the basket by Gordon. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Outside Gordon. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Brooks against Powell. Takes it off the glass. Powell's got his first 2 points of the night.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Jones looking for an opening inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Good on the three-point shot.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Eric Gordon was huge in those classic Rockets-Warriors playoff games, wasn't it?
It's almost forgotten, but Gordon was going toe-to-toe with the Splash Brothers, scoring 19 and 20 points per game in that 18 and 19 postseason battles. Eric's a big game player.
2 on the clock. Powell with it. Jones covering. The shot by Powell, no good. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Tillman. To the inside. Brooks kicks to Kennard. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Jones against Gordon. Jones the pass to Tillman. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Here's Highland, defended by Jones. Highland passes to Morris. For the lead, here's Highland. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gordon. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gordon's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Jones kicks to Kennard. Back to Jones. Pass to Tillman. Gordon against Kennard. And he drops that one in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Highland. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ripped away. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Gordon, with no one around, sinks the three-pointer. Gordon's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Kennard's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 3. Highland passes to Gordon. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Kennard. Jones with the screen on Gordon. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Powell off with the layup.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Kennard, the pass to Aldama. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Aldama's got his second basket of the game. Going inside. Highland misses. Jones against Morris.
Man, you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Grizzlies lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook at the point.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Kicks it out to Covington. And the three off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now here's Morant for three. Outside for Jackson. Morant looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Covington. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Leonard with the steal. 3-on-3. This one for three. They grab their own miss. No good there. Memphis leading. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
George dishes to Leonard. Outside for George. To the middle. A steal. Morant with it. George picks him up. George against Morant. Inside. Here's Adams. That shot no good. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard the pass to George. And there it is for him. And that's 20 points for George.
Man, it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Clark. And Clark slams it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. George with the screen on Morant. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Passes it to Covington. Zubac with the screen for Covington. He nails it, and we're tied up. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter.
Big-time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Here's Morant. Oh, my goodness, what a play.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Back to Westbrook. To the inside. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Leonard. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Back to George. Driving the lane, and it's Paul George with the finish.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Adams with the screen on George. Now here's Morant for three. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Pass to Westbrook. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Covington. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
6 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's Leonard. Off the inbound pass. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some fire.
Morant drives in. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Westbrook feeling it out a bit.
And make no mistake, Westbrook loves the spotlight, especially when it's a very close game.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he was good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Screen by Adams. It's Morant with the drive. Yes!
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Wide open look here for Zubac. Misses the three. So a close game sees Memphis. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now here's Booker. The kick out to Paul. With the drive, outside Booker. To the paint. Here's Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
It's Covington on the wing. Guarded by Durant. Back to George. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Good chance here for Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Had momentum going toward the bucket. Nice leaner.
Paul against Westbrook. Outside Covington. Pass to George. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Oh, deflected. Just 4 to shoot. Durant's shot is off.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Back to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Paul. Leonard passes to Zubac. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Kept alive. Zubac. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Booker, the pass to Paul. And he drives in, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Booker. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Paul George.
That free throw good from Booker. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Westbrook. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Westbrook takes these challenges personally. He loves scoring on aggressive defense.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Leonard with a screen on Booker. George passes to Leonard. And it's off from 3-point range. The Suns leading. Pass to Booker. Now here's Durant. He's guarded by Zubac. Paul passes to Durant. The kick out to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Durant. Here's Ayton. Counted. 1 for 1 to start the game.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
Ball against Westbrook, and there's a pick. George outside. Lets it go from deep. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. 40 seconds left in the first. Here's Leonard. For 3, Covington. Okogie pulls down the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside for Booker. The 3 is up. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And they're building up steam. Getting out in front. Trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out. Step by step. Valuing each possession.
Paul passes to Booker. There's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
You know, intensity is what makes Russell Westbrook so special. He's relentless, and it's difficult for even great players to keep up with him.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Suns on top. They're up by 10. And we'll get...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns UCC.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Nice shot by Okogie.
We don't talk about KD's passing enough. Durant is an elite playmaker.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Here's Okogie. Just 5 to shoot. Covington grabs the board. George outside. Covington finds Westbrook. Zubac with it. Out to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
Ball passes to Durant. And stolen by Covington. For 3, George. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the inside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside for Booker. Okogie on the wing. And Booker with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Josh Okogie, first personal foul, first team foul.
George outside. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's a triple-double king.
George with a steal. Westbrook finds Leonard. Zubac screen, and they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1:46 left in the first half of this one. George passes to Covington, out to Leonard. Clock at 4, picked by Covington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
BA, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it. I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Back to Paul. Pass to Okogie. The kick to Durant. Floats one. And laid in by Booker. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
Outside Covington. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. For 3, Covington. That shot is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Now here's Booker. 27 seconds left in the second. Here's Okogie. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Okogie's got 6.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Picked by Covington. George passes to Covington. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Outside Booker. Tipped. And so it's the Phoenix Suns finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. Back to the game. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
You've got TJ Warren, Damian Lee out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Darius Baisley, and it's Biyombo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Here's Lee, and the Suns get another 3.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammates when they're uncovered.
Gordon outside, launches it, fires in the triple. Gordon's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Pass to Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Gordon, the pass to Morris. Now Powell. Just 3 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And that one's good. Morris has got his first points of the night. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Lee. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Morris outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Ross. Back to Lee. Outside Warren. The Suns need to get off a shot, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Gordon outside. He buries it from 3. Gordon's got 6 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Count it. And the Suns lead by 10.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Gordon. The kick out to Morris. Off target from 3-point range. Phoenix has got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Lee on the wing. It's Warren on the wing. Pass to Ross. Kicks it out to Warren. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lee. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. Powell left side. Now here's Plumlee. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Powell. That one drops for him.
Keeping his balance on the difficult take. Norman Powell is gifted at finishing through physical contact.
It's Ross on the wing. Here's Lee, defended by Gordon. Ross passes to Warren. Fades back. And too long on the shot.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Highland. Morris outside. To the paint. Stolen by Ross. Here's Baisley, defended by Gordon. Here's Lee. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's stolen by Plumlee.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Pass to Morris. It's tipped.
With sound instincts and ability, Warren's teammates trust him to make defensive plays.
Here's Highland. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead, leading by 8. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point. Booker, good.
It's tough to contain Booker on the catch and shoot because of his smooth, quick release. Impressive.
And here's Gordon from the arc. Counted from distance.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his fourth assist in this one.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Out to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Durant's shot is off. The Clippers trail. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Booker with it. Outside Durant. Banked it in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 10.
Relentless at the offensive end. KD challenging the heart of the defense.
George for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Westbrook against Paul. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Booker. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Ayton. Zubac with the steal.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Make some noise, Phoenix, for your Sunbreaker dance crew.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He complimented the three-point shooting. He said, quote, "It's one thing to get the look, it's another to bury it. I believe in you guys. I think you've got this game on lock. Let's go out there and let's take this. Guys."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
George against Booker. George passes to Covington. 4-3. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Out to the right wing. Ayton finds Durant. Back to Ayton. 6 to shoot. Oh, George with a steal. Takes the 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Paul against Westbrook. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Leonard. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
George against Booker. George passes to Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. George for three. The Suns clear it. They've led by as many as 11. Booker for three. Connects from downtown. And now an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter. We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. But that does make it a tougher shot.
It's rebounded by Zubats. On offense, here are the Clippers. And George launches it from deep. And the Clippers miss again. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul with it. Five on the clock. From deep three-point range. No good there. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing.
love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Clark in at the 3. Here's Okogie. Durant with a wide open look. And that one hits back iron.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Morant. Jackson a screen on Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Morant against Paul. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Morant with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Morant's got 5.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
Now here's Paul. The pass to Booker. Back to Paul. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Here's KD. Steven Adams making his last shot. Here's Okogie. He feeds it to Ayton. Pass to Booker. Over Bain. Booker, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Morant against Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And here's KD for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's Morant. He has 7. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
He hits both from the stripe.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Morant. Adams has got his 2nd bucket of the night. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Okogie. Steven Adams making his last shot. It's the outside fadeaway.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Morant against Paul. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Outside Jackson. Here's Bain. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know, for what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise. Look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Booker. Over Bain. Booker, no good. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Morant kicks to Adams. Passes it to Jackson. Driving to the basket. And Durant comes to help. Kick out to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Bain drives in. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 9 points. Morant against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bain with the screen on Paul. And stolen by Booker. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Clark in at the 3. And the Suns call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now Morant after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Morant scanning the floor. In the corner, it's Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight. Suns trail by 14. Outside for Durant. From deep three-point range. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. On the wing, Booker. The 3. And the Suns miss again.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Now here's Morant. Jackson a screen on Paul. It's Morant with the drive. Here's Jackson and foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. Triggers a replay review by the official.
Shooting for Memphis.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
taking 2 shots.
Previous play is under.
It can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson hits both of them.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Here's Okogie. Morant with the steal. Screen by Adams. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now Paul, following the miss by John Morant from deep. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Ayton kicks to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
How do you guard that? I mean, Durant at his size, he shouldn't be able to do that with that little effort.
Here's Morant. He can't get it to go. Some solid D from Paul. Suns trail by 14. For 3, Durant finds Paul. Booker with it. Pass to Ayton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Memphis leading by 12. 1:43 left to play here in the second quarter. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Outside, Bain. 5 to shoot. Down low, Adams. Goes back up. Outside for Jackson. Clark outside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Tries to save it, and the Grizzlies get it back. And another miss by Memphis. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. A 12-point game. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Morant against Durant. Trying to get something going. Adams' shot is off. Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter. 3 of 6. Booker the pass to KD. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And KD just doing a great job of initiating some contact, drawing a guy closer. He'll get free throws from him.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Paul against Morant. Adams in the high post. Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant passes to Adams. Paul with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Booker outside. Durant the pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
That one misses. And so that's the end of the first half. Memphis out in front. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after.
The Grizzlies, 24. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Terrence Ross is out there with Lee. Then there's Warren, and there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Baisley in at the 4.
That's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Jones dishes to Brooks. Back to Jones. And there's the pass to Brooks. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now here's Ross. No good from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Kennard kicks to Jones. Bangs home the trifecta.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
To the left side wing. Baisley passes to Biyombo. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Brooks against Warren. Brooks the pass to Aldama. Props in the layup for 2. Aldama's got his first points of the game.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Over in the corner, Warren. To the paint. Here's Baisley. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Biyombo, no luck. Memphis leading by 7. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Memphis ball.
Here's Jones. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Tillman. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Ross finds Lee. Back to Ross. Now Lee. The 3. Brooks grabs the board. And here they come. And an intentional foul right there. Timeout called the Suns.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Now here's Jones. Inside. Tillman passes to Kennard.
2 minutes remaining in the
Just 5 to shoot. And again, Memphis no good. Suns trail by 7. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup. For all the rawness and the inexperience of Darius Baisley, he's starting to show that he's settling in to playing at this level.
Now, here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And good vision from Kennard there, just spotting the shooter who's ready to knock it down.
Ross against Jones. And Warren the bucket on the assist from Ross.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Jones with now defended by Warren. Pass to Aldama. Here's the double team with Warren. There's the steal. Ross kicks to Warren. Pass to Biombo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
That one is off. And the Suns here with a different look. Durant's checked in for Baisley. Okogie comes in for Warren. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Damian Lee. And Paul subbed in for Terrence Ross. Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Kicks it out to Booker. Outside, KD. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They led by as many as 18 points. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Off target from outside. A drive by Paul. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay mon. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Again, and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Clark in at the small 4. Outside Durant.
Well, that's all Adams and his effort right there. Great job affecting that attempt.
Oh, and he misses the dunk. And it's Clark in the corner. Booker against Morant. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Suns call time.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Baisley's checked in for Josh Okogie. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points, that can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Paul to the right side. Baisley passes to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Down low. Here's KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul.
Steven Adams picks one up.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Loudest section.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
And Booker kicks to Durant. Tries again. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. Ball against Morant. And he drives in, and then Morant slams it in.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead as they cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Booker.
And defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Well, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Who's ready for t-shirt time? Get on your feet and get loud, fans. All right, everybody, look who's coming. It's time to make some noise for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew.
Suns trail by 4.
Make some noise once again for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew.
Paul surveying the floor. Ayton wide open. Again, Phoenix.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Morant outside. Out to the wing. Pocket 6. It's tipped.
Given how long Baisley is, just not a good idea to get that ball anywhere near that length.
Paul against Morant. Back to Paul. Pass to Baisley to tie it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
4th personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. They led by as many as 18 points. Payne sets the screen for Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Ball outside. Back to Durant. Paul against Morant. Durant trying to break free. Bucket is good.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivery.
Paul against Morant to the middle. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Kicks it out to Paul. 1:04 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Baisley in the big moment.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Jackson with the screen. Now here's Morant for 3. Nails the tray.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Outside for Durant. Driving Moving in. Ball outside. The pass to Durant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now the Grizzlies with it, and Chris Paul picks up a foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And Phoenix making a change here. Lee's checked in. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Baisley passes to Lee. Here's Baisley. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.